All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's start where we left out. If you didn't have a chance to hit the like button, we really do appreciate you hitting the like button. Okay. Uh, we're going to finish out with Julio telling, doing what any typical young person would do is Joan, but they call it dissing. Okay, but back in the day, we used to call it Joan. Now, what? Now, this is nothing to Joan about when you have family members. I really hope that this reaches a lot of young people. You know what I mean? A lot of young people's in this case because these young people have families. Yeah. Uh, the dead. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This and the dead. You don't care. Okay. What I'm going to show y'all where we stopped at. Okay. So we want to go ahead on and get started. Where we stop it. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. You won't regret it. But I came down off of it for a minute. Um, but I'm gonna take y'all from here. Okay. We're gonna be live coming from here. So let's go back to where we stopped out at. Okay. First of all, I want to talk about what I think maybe happened at this point. Hey, baby. Hey, Lindsay. Carol ain't seen you in a long time. I know y'all here. Corbin, all the names that Julio this in his music, I don't know what made him do that. But the guys that he was dissing in his music will always been a question that I always asked when I listened to that. I listened to that song, but I did not know that was him. I always said, who is Corbin? Now, Corbin is one of the young boys, y'all. He was 18 years old and he was kidnapped. His mom, them still don't know what happened to their son. His father doesn't know what happened to their son. But they know where their son's supposed to be at work. Okay, so it's gonna be very important that y'all share this live, okay? Now, Lil Papa, uh, that's his homie, Corbin. But I don't think, even though Julio and Lil Papa was beefing because they used to be friends, he don't have nothing to do with. He don't have anything to do with the kidnapping, but he is dissing Corbin. And Corbin has family out there. He has friends out there. And he from Jacksonville. Okay? So, let's go where we stopped at, okay?
That's my worst, biggest fear, bro. This man got kidnapped, bro. That real deal, lost and found type shit. Like, they found this man on, bro. I ain't even just saying this shit. They literally found this man bones. On, bro. We was gonna look that shit up on news for Jeff. They found this man bones. Like, they ain't even found his body. They only found his bones. Rotten. That nigga was rotten, man. Rotten, man.
See, he gonna go too far. See, with dissing, they go too far. They do. See, we used to call it Joni, but they are dissing. But we didn't call out. We never dissed the dead. That's one thing that we did respect was the dead. Okay, young people now don't respect the dead. Okay, so now he about to come into the dissing part. Okay, now he doesn't have. I don't think that Julio has anything to do with the kidnapping of Corbin after y'all hear what people were saying. And you know how boys are, they say so much until they forgot they said it. Okay. But listen, go ahead on.
That nigga body deteriorated. That shit. Nigga ain't kidnapping us, man. Nigga get kidnapped like a little baby. Like a little boy. nigga get kidnapped like a little boy, man.
See, why, the boy was kidnapped, y'all. Hey, Troy, I've been looking for you early, baby. I was looking for you earlier. Now, he was kidnapped, y'all. Corbin, we're going to have to find out if the police haven't even, that Jacksonville has not found out what happened to Corbin. Corbin was kidnapped. Of all the deceased guys, that's what Julio is telling y'all now. This is Lil Papa, homie. Julio and Lil Papa used to be friends, but they were no longer friends because I'm going to show you the beef that they had with each other. They're so sensitive these days.
That shit's sad, though. Damn, but that's crazy, man. Nigga kidnapped, nigga like, damn, nigga really kidnapping me. Oh, bro. I know he was crying. Please. Help.
Y'all young people, y'all need to stop doing this right here. Y'all see, because the reason why I say y'all need to stop doing it, because y'all don't know how to joke. See, back in our day, we can Joan, but we never diss the dead. And so in this situation right here, okay, let me stay focused, y'all, okay? I'll talk to y'all later on, okay? Now, he's laughing, he's playing, and he dissing at the same time. This 18-year-old now, he would have been 24 or 25. Y'all make sure y'all get my lights up for me, okay? This is a lot of work. I have to. This is going to upset Lil Papa. Lil Papa used to be Julio homie, but Corbin is Lil Papa. Lil Papa. Hey, y'all.
Hell. Damn, who the fuck said that over there? That's that nigga, Skinny Bone. You don't know who Meat World is? I know what I'm doing, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Now, he John Corbin. Corbin is the one in this song right here. I had to go back and find my song that I did in June, but I did this in June. I made a video in June on TikTok, but I never know who was Corbin. I listened to the song, but this is not the first time I heard the song. I did another video called Jacksonville members. I asked that question, but I switched it to YSL with Lil Woody in it. That said, this is when I said Lil YSL. Lil Woody starts snitching. Actress when I'm on name at the end, Corbin. Now he put that in his song. That's the song everybody was talking about, y'all. Now I'm about to introduce y'all to Corbin, okay? His mom want justice for her son. It's happened in 2024 or 25, okay? Because I remember 2019 is when I retired. Now Corbin mom is want her son home, but listen to this. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me make it bigger for y'all. This young man was at a job interview, and it go further than what we think that's going on. He didn't do this to. He didn't do. He disrespected the family. He allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. Okay. He didn't. He didn't do this to Corbin. After y'all find out this.
A year later, Corbin Johnson's remains were found in a wooded area of northwest Jacksonville.
Hold up, y'all. We got a bad thunderstorm. A job interview, and he got him a job.
Still, no arrests.
Yeah, it's gonna. I'm glad you telling me about the buffing part. Let's try to get through the buffing due to the weather, okay? And then too, probably in the area where I'm at. Let me go over here.
5 years, but they have a great support system, which gives her hope that the person responsible for Corbin's death will be found soon. She also encourages mothers who lost a child to gun violence to never give up. I have my minutes, my hours, my seconds. You couldn't identify him. I could every day I went to work. You know, I would have my days. I would cry to my desk work. I seen him on a picture, and I wish I hadn't, because I can't unsee that. His mom, Melissa Jackson, would never forget the day his remains were found. They identify him from, you know, he hurt his arm, and it was the chip that was in his arm from his surgery. I was told that, you know, when you're out there that long, none of you isn't giving up hope. What would you say to those moms who have lost a loved one or a child, you know, like a year or two ago, and you're at 5 years now? What would you say to them to keep them encouraged? Keep living. You just got to keep getting up. You know, even when you just keep getting up, you just got to keep getting up.
Now, that's Corey's mother. Now, that's her name. Hey, y'all, try to work with me, Truth. I see the thing. Okay, so this is his beautiful mother. And she should think about her son every day. She don't have justice for him, but she do want justice for him, okay? Now, let's get to his very beautiful. Hold on, y'all. Now, I want to take y'all here, so I won't confuse y'all. This is Lil Poppy. This is Lil Poppy, and Lil Poppy is Corbin's friend. Lil Poppy is a rapper. Him and Foolio used to be friends, but they beef. So y'all know how that is with children. They call it beef, and we call it Joni. They can't Joan like we Joan, you know, back in the days. They can't Joan like us. But this is Lil Papa. Okay. Now him and Julio no longer was friends. Okay, but this is Corbin's friend, Lil Papa. So when you Joan you heard somebody friend, not even say it. God, I'm bad. Okay. This Corbin.
Shit saying he was better.
Well, Julio had given an entirely different reason for the beef between him and Lil Papa. He had said in a different interview that Lil Papa had been and he hadn't been pleased about that.
When I make a song, I say people's name right. I'm direct with it. Y'all don't hear the 1,000 sneak. This is a nigga say to me, antagonize me and shit. You get what I'm saying? So when I see you, I'm gonna address it. Y'all probably ain't hear the million sneak this because y'all don't know what's going on in Jacksonville. We heard the shit. When we see you, what it be about. You know what I'm saying? Nah, nigga on your ass. Nah, nigga beat your ass. Nah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, regardless of whatever cause.
Okay, so that means he was talking about Lil Papa. Okay, let me go back to this. This is the news. Okay, Lil Corbin, and I want to give my condolences to his family because they steal her son. Y'all, they found this young man skeletal. Okay, And they still don't know who did this to Corbin. Now, I'm going to try to help the family a little bit information that some people was talking about it. So I'm going to show her the information where they were saying who may be involved in this. Don't give up on trying to find out what happened to your son. Okay? But y'all, they kept Corbin for a while. Corbin was missing in 2018. They found him in 2019 on a ransom. Not because later. Y'all get them lights up.
What appears to be skeletal remains inside of a bag. Now, we're still waiting for police to identify those.
A bag. So if he was found in a bag, that means that somebody had to put him in there, right? That means that he was already dismissed when they put him out there. Well, let's finish in with the news.
Rural neighborhood on the northwest side of town. On your side, Brooks Baptiste now with the latest on this grim discovery. Skeletal remains wrapped in a bag. Now, the man who found the bones was working to clear the woods across the road from his home.
Back to where the bag was at, about 10 feet away from where the was.
Joseph.
In the bag. So do you think that being out there in the wood, the deers got hold to it or whatever, but 3 of the missing bones are missing. Okay? This is where they found him at.
Bones. Now, he says the last time the wooded area had been cleared out was at least 5 years ago. So the big question at this hour, how long had the bones been out there? Last night, say, but an officer said, quote,
thank you.
I spoke with a forensic scientist who hasn't seen the remains, but based on the pictures, he says, in part, remains that have been on the ground for years rather than months typically would be more embedded.
Look, just imagine your child been missing, and y'all, they still don't. Sorry about that, y'all. But maybe it might not be. I've been on the ground for years, y'all. Child that in 2008, they found the bones in 19. Your child gone for a whole year, you don't know where your child is, okay? But he was at work. Asked the mom to bring him some food. Asked somebody to bring him some food. But he was gone. Now, remains that have been on the ground for years rather than months typically would be more embedded into the soil and would have vegetation growing through and over them. Okay? That's what Michael said, or the forensics. Hold on, y'all. Deal with me now because we got bad weather, okay?
Once we get more details, of course, we'll be sure to bring them to you both.
Okay. No, that is Corbin bones. All right. Now, let's get down to. I found this information. Let me turn my light up on my phone, y'all. Cause bad enough they don't. My battery would die if I turn my phone up. So I'm just gonna turn it up a little bit for me so I can see. Okay. Now this is Corbin. 18. Get that ransom money. It got to do with allegedly has to do with ransom money, not about Julio Foolio. On it on these days. All right. Now, July 11, 2018, Corbin Johnson family, allrapnews.com. Y'all go over and subscribe to them, okay? They do a lot of rappers. They cover a lot of rappers. And I was doing some research, and so I ran into this. That morning, Corbin had his sights set on the next piece of his life in place as he employment. He like trying to make, okay, he did this 18-year-old, but they take this and so serious, you know, and we call it Johnny, but we don't Johnny did. So little boy young man came missing, y'all. Okay, this is Corbin. This who in the song he said, we're talking about Corbin Bones. Where's Corbin? Corbin. Corbin doing the video that I just showed y'all on TikTok. I've been on TikTok since 21. But when I listened to his song, he spoke this last boy, young man, differently than he speaks on everybody else. And that threw me off. And I said, well, who is Corbin? Where's Corbin then? You know, if you found everybody else, you know what happened to everybody else. Corbin was found. Okay? But he was kidnapped. They never found out who did this to him. So, you know, I see a lot of people did a lot to try to find Foolio, but they didn't do a lot to try to find to Corbin. Corbin, he has a family as well. Okay, they still don't know. Well, we got to keep his name out there. Okay, gonna shock y'all when you hear what the boys saying. They say, "Hi, friends." Corbin was trying to look for jobs, and he found a job. He went to work. So this time at the major logic change, UPS, the time is 5 p.m. Corbin was dropped off by his father to his second job interview. Listen to what I'm saying. How many jobs? The jobs. Corbin got to have this job because it's something going. Sorry about that, guy. So his father dropped him off at his second job interview for the day. When Corbin was finished with his interview, another family member will pick him up. Okay? Around 7:45. 7:45 p.m., after which he took Corbin to his mother north side Biscayne Bay Circle home at around 9 p.m. Yeah. So the guy did pick him up to take him home from work. Okay, so he did go get a job. I don't know how much money these folks want. Okay. Corbin's father, said he dropped a job interview with UPS. According to the police report, another man left on YouTube. Come on now, work with me. Work with me so I get this out the way. A man who didn't want to be listed, y'all. Okay. While there, everything seems fine, but something was about to happen that will become everyone's worst nightmare. Corbin would stay from his mother for about 30 minutes before leaving in a white. Now, he left in a white vehicle. Corbin did. Corbin left in a white vehicle, and he was away from his mom about 30 minutes. He didn't tell her where she was going. He just got in that vehicle. They got to find out who white vehicle is the person was who picked him up. Those last 30 minutes would be the last memories she had of her son, Corbin Johnson. Corbin got in a white car, y'all. Okay? Following morning, his father was 8 a.m. So he called his son. He concerned about his son. So these people are concerned about their child, y'all. God, he been gone, man, since 9:30. So that day at 8:30 a.m., the father called him to check on him. He was doing at 8:30 to check in on how he was doing. Y'all. He didn't get hired for the job. There was no response from Corbin. Corbin. Corbin did not return home. He didn't answer his phone or nothing. Corbin Johnson basically went ghost. Wow. And y'all, that's sad. He went ghost. I text him that next morning around 8:30. So I don't know why they're doing it like that. So y'all, I'm not repeating, I'm just reading on. I'm reading what they have. 8:30 to 9 a.m. because he didn't get the job. I wondered did he know he didn't get the job? And did him not having that job affect what was going on? Corbin was still in the wind. He would regularly speak with his mother and friends via text or FaceTime in the past. He wasn't FaceTiming his family and texting his family. Again, fearing for the words. His father would make a police report that day. Listen, Corbin as missing. 5, prompting the family to take action. Here's an article from the, excuse me, I apologize. Okay, here go an article right here from the newscast. A Jacksonville mother devastated at the disappearance of her son. She said it's been more than a week since she seen him. With the news later. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Now, that's her and her baby. What happened to Corbin, y'all? Why was he kidnapped? Why was he made fun of? Corbin was free to have time with friends. But one rule his mother always stated was that even if you're out for a night, just be sure to contact and let her know that everything is okay. That didn't happen. Recalling that day, his friend Sims stating that at around 9 p.m. that Wednesday night, before he went missing, he called and they spoke again. And the last thing he said was he loved them. Oh, man. Well, why did he answer call Sims? And why did they thought it was so important to get his message to the mama? Now, when they called at 9 and 9:30, they didn't get no call. The parents didn't get no call from Corbin. But when his friend Sims communicate with him, he said that he would tonight before it again. And the last thing he said was he loved them and to be safe. Oh, man, this is scary. Oh, man. He told him, in other words, he told him to tell his mom that he loved him and be safe. Well, unless he told him that he loved him and be safe. Y'all think so? That's what he said. The last thing he said was he loves them and be safe. Maybe Corbin knew something. So Corbin said that. Maybe Corbin knew something. What's about to happen that everyone else didn't. And that was his final goodbye. Okay. Yeah, we got bad weather. I'm sorry. Sim said he seemed like he was okay when she spoke to him. Sim also told us Jets called them back 9 o'clock that night. And the last thing he called, along with the advocates group, MAD, dads, at the intersection. They gathered on the north side Tuesday evening with the advocates, okay? There, right here. There were many prayers, y'all, and banded together to try to gather information. They still don't have information about Corbin. We cannot let this out of our sight, what happened to Corbin. Corbin is one of the young men that I said I did on TikTok. I always wondered, where's Corbin? And I found out June last month that he was kidnapped, in 2008. I don't like that song no more. I think I'm going to pull that song off my page because I don't like but I may keep it up there for Corbin. Because a lot of people like me kept on saying, where's Corbin? And Corbin was kidnapped. And that lady looked for her son for 2 years. And they finally, in that second year, called her, made that phone call to her. Now he's 24. Okay, let me go back right here. Y'all recognize that face right there, don't you? Y'all recognize that face, right? Y'all recognize that face in that picture with Corbin, right? That ATK. Now, Corbin has never went missing before. So the moment was traumatic. And heart, sorry about that, y'all. It could be the reason behind why Corbin was suddenly gone. According to the news reports, the family told the police they were constantly concerned about the kind of friend Corbin would hang around. There go your boy on the phone. He got his name ATK. He has he hung with ATK. He's hung with Lil Poppy and Julio with this and him. This boy right here be everywhere. He be everywhere, but let's keep going. Because the 18-year-old was kidnapped. There's ATK, there you go again. You everywhere, bro. Okay, let me take this back. And as a parent, the normal reason for taking in activities that may not be legally, morally correct, since some hope would come in the form of new information. We need to get some information. A man at a gas station around 3 miles away from the location his Amazon interview would state that he saw Corbin get into a black car. First, it was a white car, but he said Corbin got into a black car. But Corbin left his mom's house in a white car. But this was earlier, so this may be the friend who didn't get in their name must have a black car. That's the way I'm saying it. Because the mom, it was said that he left in a white, but this man said he seen him in a black car. So the black car must be the one that picked him up from Amazon. He's somebody that they know, okay? Allegedly. They may need to check out that black car. They said a man at a gas station 3 miles away from the location of his Amazon interview told her he saw Johnson get into a black car. Now, I'm not gonna jump nothing. I'm not gonna nothing, but everything is allegedly. Now, there's not but one person that I know that has a black car. But what only thing confuses me about this situation is, it's the 3 miles is where the friend who didn't want to leave their name came to pick him up in a black car. So I don't want to jump to conclusion, okay? The family and his friend would have to endure a gruesome year of searching. Well, family, you got another family gonna help you. We're just gonna keep bringing in information. Anybody know anything, y'all? Please call JSO, or call me, call somebody that you know. Hold up. Okay, let me put this right here. A man discovered a human skeletal remain inside a bag Thursday evening in northwest Jacksonville. Police will be sending the bones to a medical examiner's office for identification. The same Jacksonville Sheriff Office received a call around 6:10 p.m. that an individual came across the bag while working in the woods off Usa Road. That's him who found that bag. I know that scared that man. In the bag. And they making jokes about this. Connie would stop as to not damage any more of the body as it would maybe evidence was present. But the mama said that it wasn't present. Okay, so that's what his first reaction was. The guy who found it, he said the whole body was there, ribs, femur, skull. Every bit of it was there. But the mama said that all of it wasn't there. Common added that he had just been hired last week to cut the grass and the bush at the property. Huh. That's weird. Wonder who hired him to cut that grass there, y'all. I wonder who hired him to cut that grass there. And it's coincident. It was the first time I cut that place, he said. So that means that Corbin been there the whole time. Corbin been there the whole entire time. Not necessarily the whole time. Because they found him in 2019. Where did they take him when they came to pick him up? So what the sheriff department has to do is determine what car came and got him. Did a white car come to get him, or did a black car come? The witness saw him get into a black car from the Amazon. Okay. Okay, the police don't have any initial thoughts of the sex of the identification of the remains, and will send them to the medical examiner's office for further analysis. An officer said the bones appear to have been out there for a while and were at one point wrapped up in a tarp. So they wrapped him up. He was wrapped up, and I just don't understand why some of the bones were there and some of the bones, but the man said all the bones were there, so I'm going to go with him, okay? Okay. Foul play is suspected, y'all, in the discovery of human remains in a wooded area of northwest Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Sheriff Office said Friday. Sky for areas from early Friday afternoon showed at least 2 cadaver dogs sniffing around, yelling, lined up, and many homicide detected at the investigation at the site. Okay. Where is this place located? Where is this place? Is can you set road near the intersection? Who would know to go put a body right there? Who would know to go and hide a body out there? They tortured that boy before they took that boy out there, y'all. They took that boy out there in them woods. Why those woods? Why those woods? Monday night, February the 15th, 2019, a few days later, news reports would break, revealing that the identity of the remains was found to be that of Corbin Johnson. And the case is, now, we know that told y'all about Corbin. He told y'all about all them guys. Even the sheriff told y'all that. A sheriff told y'all that. This is sad. The search will now on for who was responsible for Corbin murder. His family and friends finally got closure on one part of the mystery. They found their son, but that reality was a tough one to bear. With so much hurt and pain occurring through the community of Jacksonville over the shocking and the tragic discovery, what happened next would have never been expected. Family and friends had to cope with another ordeal that showed the lack of empathy against something negative and turn it into ignorance to fun. This is not fun. The hashtag where Corbin would begin trending on TikTok with 9.9 million views. But I want the parents to know, nobody know about Corbin. But I always ask that question when I did his TikTok. And I just showed y'all. I was sitting there with my glasses and I was like, who is Corbin? And I feel it was for real. We didn't know what, we thought it was just some music. Okay. He was making fun of, I can't show what he got in his hand. The TikTokers was making funny skits about Corbin, not having any idea what happened to him. No, we didn't know who Corbin was. No. And he was making head folk dancing out for dismiss dismember people. TikTokers played the words of the song said, Corbin got kidnapped. They found his bones. He was rotten. Where's Corbin? Now, I always ask that question, where's Corbin? But I didn't know that we was really talking about a real person on TikTok. This news report would reveal that Julio is a member of the violent Jacksonville rap collective KTA. His song was a diss to rivals with lyrics making fun of all that was murdered. The feud is a part of a long-standing war between members of the KTA and the NATK, affiliated with the member Jacksonville rapper Yanjin Ace. Now, I'm going to scoop this back up. Let me see what else they got to say about this. Jacksonville Sheriff Office has to group down as dangerous and responsible for murder, drugs, and other crimes in the community. But what's more telling is that they stated if someone disrespected their game, they are liable to receive punishment and retaliation. With their life for talking down on their crew. This might be what happened to Corbin Johnson, who was friends with members of the ATK gang in the feud with Julio Foolio. To this date, Corbin murder remained unsolved, but his name has been the subject of many disrespect by KTA members, such as Julio Foolio, in songs and on live posts in Instagram. Hopefully, one day, the murder is found, but put to justice. I'm sorry, Oh man, I tell you, this hunt was, whew. That's Corbin and his mom. Hopefully, one day, the murderer is found and put to justice so the families can have full closure and know that the person who took their life or their son and caused them so much pain won't be able to hurt anyone family. Rest in peace, Corbin. Now, believe it or not, ATK has there he go right there, has a YouTube channel. And he's a gang member. A gang member with a YouTube channel. Wow. Wow. And that's Corbin, who Corbin is affiliated. Now, I want to take you out here. Okay. I did something.
This week marked 5 years since a teen disappeared after his job interview in 2018. A year later, Corbin Johnson's remains were found in a wooded area of northwest Jacksonville. Still, no arrests have been made. News for Jackson reporter Alicia Hatcher spoke with Johnson's mother. Alicia, Johnson's family, they're still hoping for justice.
Johnson Joy, his mom, says that these past 5 years have been tough on their family, but they have a great support system, which gives her hope that the person responsible for Corbin's death will be found soon. She also encourages mothers who lost a child to gun violence to never give up.
I have my minutes, my hours, my seconds, you know what I mean? It's every day.
Corbin Johnson was reported missing back in 2018. A year later, his remains were found in a wooded area. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says foul play was suspected because of the way the body was positioned.
And I really couldn't identify him. I could tell you every day I went to work. You know, I would have my days, I would cry, come back to my desk, work. I seen him on a picture, and I wish I hadn't, because I can't unsee that.
His mom, Melissa Jackson, would never forget the day his remains were found.
They identify him from, you know, he hurt his arm, and it was the chip that was in his arm from his surgery. I was told that, you know, when you're out there that long, really none of you is left. And it was only 3 of his bones that was missing.
5 years with no new leads, Jackson isn't giving up hope. What would you say to those moms who have lost a loved one or a child, you know, like a year
Living. You just
Now I had to play that again because they still need justice for their son. Now I read the information down in the chat, and now I was looking at some comments, and I went to read it, and I don't know, something brought me to this. It said, I want to get a parents some thoughts on this. Maybe sometime people you can find answer in your comment section. Okay, some told me, look, let's go back to right here. They was talking about Corbin. Okay, Corbin is young, y'all. He was 18 at the time. He basically right now is 24 or 25. Okay. They said, yeah, they didn't just take him. Now, okay, they say you right. He had more than enough time. Corbin was held hostage for weeks before they dismissed him. Don't forget. Let me see this conversation. Now, y'all, I want to do the mom know that he was kidnapped. I know they said foul play, but I want to know, did the mama know that he was kidnapped and put out there? Okay, somebody said after the second side of the story, we don't know why Will. I want the mom to realize in Corbin situation, she need to check on whose Will is. Will knows Corbin. Everything is allegedly, okay? Will knows Corbin. Will ain't paid it, or if he even had enough time. So Will must owe some money. Now, let's not finish with this. So you're right, but he had more than enough time. Corbin was held hostage for weeks before they killed him. Don't forget. Then somebody said, oh, dang. I didn't know that. They say, yeah. They didn't just take him and kill him, right? Away. He was hostage at least 2 weeks. So mom need to check and find out who is Will. Who is the person, Will. Will making help her with what's going on, since it seemed like they allegedly held Corbin for hostage. And they need to find out, is it a black car or a white car that picked him up? They say, yeah, they didn't just take him or kill him right away. He was a hostage and for at least 2 weeks. Terrifying as street life can be scary sometimes. That's really effed up. Okay? The mama need to check and find out who is Will. Yeah, Will and his girlfriend, whoever Will and his girlfriend, played a big part in Corbin's death. Now, mom, you need to check on and find out who is Will. Need to check out there, y'all. His girlfriend set him up to get kidnapped, and Will ain't paid up. So it just got to be about money, a ransom, allegedly. Why wouldn't he pay the ransom if he was the reason Corbin even went on that lick. Shaking my head. I know he regret that paying up every day, just like Mitch. See, Mitch went Julio went to Mitch's funeral. Mitch didn't pay for Sonny ransom. He went and bought a new whip the very same week before Sonny died. Wow, this is crazy. That little verse right there, y'all. The mom need to take that and the dad need to take that and run with it. It said, why wouldn't he pay the ransom if he was the reason Corbin even went on the lick? Shaking my head. I know he regret not paying up every day, just like Mitch didn't pay for Sonny ransom. He went and bought a new whip the very same week. Can you tell your whole story? And somebody said he telling about a movie, like pay in full. In other words, Will, mom need to get into whose Will is. Will plays a part in, allegedly plays a part in her son murder. Now, Mitch was, now they said, no, that's all I know. Just like some people in here know he got killed. B set him up. If with Poe. And they to a dealer. They went to a dealership. While brand new whip. While his baby brother was held hostage for ransom. Didn't want to pay. Right now he talking about Mitch, not Corbin. Will didn't pay up, so they used Corbin for liability. So they had to get rid of Corbin because of Will, allegedly. Wow. So these men actually holding hostage in SS and said, he probably knew they was going to kill him regardless. They was from 45th and they wanted Corbin bad. Because Corbin was with ATK. Now, they was just, go let him go. People rarely let hostage go, especially once 12 involved. See, once 12 got involved with Corbin, they couldn't let Corbin go. They were going to have to get, they were going to send. Now, look at this. Now, look at this. They said, shaking my head. And he was just at Corbin birthday celebration, hugging his mama. Again, they talking about Will. Wow, Will should tell his mom what happened to her son. Whoever Will is, mom, you need to find out who Will is. Because Will can tell you what happened to your son. It ain't too late. Dang, shaking my head. Nobody was posting on Corbin wall telling him to please come home. Wow. So the guy knew the whole time what Corbin was and what happened to Corbin. But he on Corbin Facebook trying to act like he didn't know what Corbin. Wow. Now Corbin has a Facebook page, y'all. CJ Johnson. That was his name then. Wow. Money, and then they said money don't fall from trees. Maybe they asked for a big amount and he ain't have it. You see, Ian with all that money, but at some point, oh, wow, y'all, this is crazy. So Corbin and Mitch was dismissed for the same reason. This is crazy. Will, whoever Will is, y'all, allegedly, it's the fault of 1200. He's so weird, they said. So whoever Will is, I need to get into find out who is Will. They said Will is now Will probably don't locked up now, or he probably married now, probably still out there, but the mama need to check with Will and dad need to check with Will. They said that he one of the few that can say he actually knows every single one of the S4C fallen members. So y'all got some members in here that they don't even talk about on YouTube. The S4C fallen members must be a goofy rat, a disgrace, a whole disgrace. I shake my head at the same end every day. You think AB, him, every day? The guy said, I know him. They know Will, y'all. They said Spaz killed Bibby, not Kenneth K. He snitched, but it's Corbin girlfriend fault for siding with his ops. It's always a girl in something. Wow. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information, y'all. What y'all think about that? All I gotta say, Mom, y'all need to find out who Will is. Will and the girlfriend. Find out who Will and the girlfriend is.
Beef between Foolio and Lil Papa. That fight at the mall really signaled the end of whatever friendship they might have had in the past. It marked the beginning of a serious rivalry between the two. In August 2018, Foolio released a track titled Fuck That, in which he addressed the shooting in which his rival, Young Ace, had been the only survivor. In the song, he also referred to the mall fight that had happened between him and Lil Papa. In the chorus, he could be heard rapping the lines, just left out south with 100 missed calls. Everybody mad, like why?
Okay. Let me see, can I find the funeral that he went to, that he carried Mitch. Oh, probably don't took it down. Well, y'all, now that we know that Will and him allegedly might have something to do with the alleged Ramson, Corbin, instead of now, Julio. Julio is in rival with ATK. Now let me show y'all the boy on YouTube that got the channel. Let me show y'all ATK. Ooh, Lord, honey. It's okay, let me see what his channel is. Let me see. Let me find this boy right quick for y'all. Y'all, I think it let me see. These boys is ATK Scotty. Ooh, Lord, honey. It's a whole lot of mess. Whole lot of stuff going on, y'all. The cracker in Dual County. Yeah, well, you know, it's you put yourself in situation. You're stuck in situation, then the situation get bad, and it goes some more Jacksonville boys, but I'm not about to get into that. I'm just about to let me show y'all ATK. I'm not about to get out into the young folks stuff, honey. That's why best not to join something. All this Rams and stuff. Good. See that? Boy, look who up here. On the big. Y'all know who that is.
Is that beyond the sandy beaches and palm trees is a real world of poverty and violence that inspires their hearts. Two promising rappers from Jacksonville, Florida, Young and Ace and Julio, have been involved in a deadly beef that caused a wave of terror in the city. Here's a look at Jacksonville's most wanted gangs, ATK versus KTA. Jacksonville police have identified as many as 30 dangerous street gangs in the city, but the two most deadly are ATK, a crew associated with rapper Young and Ace, and KTA, a crew affiliated with another rapper named Julio Foolio. KTA's aim to kill, or A to kill, in reference to its most famous member. Jacksonville is known for being a wild city with one of the high crime and violence. Young and Ace was born in Chicago, but moved to Jacksonville. His mother struggled to make ends meet. He bounced between different relatives' houses, never
11 kids. Jeez. Y'all, and what I can't understand it, you know what? I gotta find this. Hold on. Y'all, they got a YouTube channel. They ain't got a YouTube channel. They got a YouTube channel. There you go right there. There you go. He got a YouTube channel. So we giving. So what we doing now is giving everybody a YouTube channel.
Yeah, ostrich nose ass jet. But listen though, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
There go a. He got a YouTube channel. This who is beefing with Julio. Not saying he has nothing to do with Corbin, but this who Corbin was hanging with. This Corbin friend. This Corbin friend. Now, if they needed some money, Corbin could have got the money, and Will could have got the money from ATK. So, alleged something happened. I don't want to get into him, but I just want y'all to know he do have a YouTube channel. ATK Queese. And Reggie W, I just not with them. Let me show you his YouTube channel. So if y'all want to come to the game channel, here is game number channel. ATK Queese TV has a YouTube channel. Oh Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Do YouTube know that they have gang members with YouTube channels? And this is his channel. And he had a nerve to show y'all how he shoot his gun. He had the nerve to show y'all how he at the gun range shooting. And then they trying to say, no, it can't be him right there. Because he's shooting on his right side. He shoot from his right side. That's all you heard out there with that's all you heard, ain't it? When we heard the shooting out there with that's all we heard when we heard the shooting out there with Foolio. This is channel, guy. This is the boy that they trying to accuse. Alleged being one of those. Now he is a blocker. Ain't that something? I'm out of here, y'all. Thanks for joining.